Alrighty, it is now time for our first fantasy show of the
Let's
year for
go.
the Friends in quotation marks Fantasy League. We have a lot to go over as
Fucking
the draft has been over with. Everyone has had their teams. Some people have made some trades already before week 1 and change. So we will go over the matchups to start. Before we get into the matchups real quick, just to look at a couple of the trades and get a couple people's opinions. Some big trades, including Zach's trade that he made with Pussy, where he traded Sammy Watkins, Derrick Henry, his #1 overall pick, and Ryan Tannehill to Pussy. And Pussy got Josh Allen, Melvin Gordon, and Calvin Ridley to Zach. Interesting trade. Zach didn't get a running back in return, so he must be feeling good about his running backs besides Henry. Zach, any comments about that? That was probably the biggest trade so far this year.
Listen, this is a PPR league. This
Okay.
guy does not catch any passes, and I just got the #1 quarterback and a guy who
Oh,
catches many passes from
right.
Matty Ice
Okay.
without Coolio Jones.
Yes, that is true.
So let's go.
Okay. Pussy, you were very, very happy after this trade went through. I got a couple DMs of your excitement and how happy you
Wow.
were about this trade. So obviously you're excited. Any comments about this trade?
I think it is a good thing for my team just because I have two stud running backs, so
Yeah,
there's that.
you do
And
have a one-two
I think
punch now with
I
him.
think Ryan Tannehill is not that bad. So
All right. Well, it seems like both sides are happy. We'll see how it works. Good luck with Gus Bus there after Le'Veon Bell was signed, Zach.
Gus Bus.
Uh-huh.
Practice squad.
Yeah.
Gus. I'm practice squad
Uh-huh.
Le'Veon Bell.
All right, moving into the week 1 matchups, what starts tomorrow night with the Buccaneers and Cowboys. Huge game to kick it off. Excited to see how some of the players do, as there's a lot of fantasy implications in that game. We will start with the first matchup, myself versus Zach. I feel like I always play Zach at the beginning of the year. I did last year, now again this year, week 1. No team wants to lose the opening week. Every team wants to start 1-0. Unfortunately, only half of them can. ESPN projects it right now 119 to 116. Zach with about a 3-point advantage. Really quickly looking at the teams, Matthew Stafford against Chicago, McCaffrey against the Jets, which I really like that matchup with my #1 overall pick. Clyde Edwards-Helaire against Cleveland, Metcalf against the Colts, CeeDee Lamb tomorrow night against the tough Bucks defense. Well, hopefully he can get some passes. Higbee against the Bears. Right now, my flex, I have Devontae Smith against Atlanta. I like the matchup, and hopefully he'll be the #1 target guy. And Bills against Pittsburgh, and Carlson against Baltimore. On Zach's side, he has the newly
Parker
acquired
Tiger.
Josh Allen against Pittsburgh. James Robinson against Houston, good matchup there. And Gus the Bus Edwards in his #2
Gus
running back
Bus.
spot against the Raiders. Pretty decent
That's a
matchup as their
Monday
defense
night.
is
That's a
trash.
Monday
It
night.
is a Monday night. I hate Monday night games. Terry McLaurin against the Chargers, Ridley against the Eagles, Logan Thomas against the Chargers, Thielen against Cincinnati. That was the one benefit of Zach's trade, is it gave him 3 really good wide receivers. And then the Ravens against the Raiders, and Tucker against the Raiders. Overall, I like Zach's team. His real question mark, in my opinion, is the running backs. I'm hoping for shit performances out of both his running backs, but they are having good matchups, so they should do pretty decent. Obviously, I'd be a pussy if I did not pick myself, so I think I will pull it out slightly. Hopefully, McCaffrey can go off opening week for a slim win for me. Zach, your comments on the matchup?
Well, I don't know how ESPN has DK Metcalf rated higher than Scary Terry right now, giving you the slight edge there.
Uh-huh.
I think that green check mark should be over Scary Terry, and then
Okay.
you only have two
Yep, the
green
running
check marks
backs.
only over me. And arguably, that can only be one check mark instead of two because Edwards-Helaire is not very proven
Uh-huh.
in
All right, well,
Kansas
hopefully he
City.
proves it this week.
And the only thing that really scares me on your team is McCaffrey
Okay.
and the Auburn kicker. Very
Yeah, I
scary.
drafted him just for you because I was playing you week 1 and I knew that would give me an advantage at kicker, even though you have Tucker. All right, so
Yeah,
it sounds like you're
so
predicting a blowout for yourself then.
I'm predicting a hard-fought tie. Mark it down.
Okay, so all
First
those
tie of the
already a
year.
tie. Jesus
First game
Christ.
of the year.
Was there a
tie.
single tie last year?
There was not, and
No.
there's like never been in every year that he's predicted it, so he's never gotten it right. All right,
thought we were
well,
close last year. The one-
there was a matchup really close, but you were right
There will
about
be a
that.
tie this year.
Oh, I also
Okay.
looked it up, and our champion of last year lost their first week matchup.
Oh wow, Cheese
Oh.
doing the research. All right, Cheese. So who are you predicting to win this matchup?
I think it's gonna be very close because I think Stafford is better than what they're projecting him for.
Okay, I would agree.
Wow.
Tough
He's
defense
not,
though, possibly.
But like going first, Devontae Smith, we don't know what he's gonna do.
That is true.
Higby, I don't know if I feel confident in him. And then it's CeeDee Lamb versus Tampa, so it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But Zach's running backs are a big question because Gus Edwards could just be useless as Lamar Jackson
Jeez, who are
for
your
800
running
yards.
backs?
They're better than yours.
Oh.
It's not hard.
Okay. All right.
Who are-
Also, you're trusting Logan Thomas
Okay.
What? He's a good
Interesting.
tight end. He's better than your tight end.
and Old Man Thielen, so it's a lot of question
Ooh.
marks.
All right.
Jeez.
So
I'm gonna officially
you-
pick Golfer.
Okay. All right. All right.
Jeez, how much
interesting.
you want to bet my team scores more points than your team this week?
Zach, we're not
Okay.
betting on every
Jesus
single matchup
Christ.
every week.
All right.
Then have a nice
All
night,
right,
okay? Then
Slaps.
stop talking
Who do you
about
see
crap.
winning this matchup?
A golfer.
Okay. Wow. Interesting.
Wow.
All right, Pussy.
In terms of this matchup, I've
Yes.
looked in depth on this certain
I'm sure
matchup.
you did. Mhm.
And my friend Zach is going to, if you look back, I think maybe a couple years ago, Adrian Peterson was in the news,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And-
them kids.
and his son was also in the news.
Okay.
Let's
Can you
just
speed
say
up this
Zach's gonna be-
prediction? The show's going to
Okay,
take
let's
2 hours
say-
at this
hold
rate.
on, No.
Hurry the fuck up.
Let's just say Zach is going to be Adrian Peterson, and
Oh.
Golfer's going to be the son.
Ooh, okay. All right. Interesting.
Oh, I'm gonna beat the shit
Interesting.
out of you.
All right. Get that
Jail
switch.
because of
Get
it.
that switch out, Zach. Jesus.
Go pick it.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Zombie.
I think Golfer's gonna win because my Chargers are
Wow.
gonna shut down Scary Terry and Logan Trash Thomas.
Okay. All right.
The only
Interesting.
good thing about your Chargers is Herb Goat.
Tyler.
I got Zach winning by a little bit. Both of
Tyler,
the
According to
quarterbacks
the
have
numbers.
really good
The
matchups.
numbers.
Yeah.
Two
Tyler
out of three
Springer?
of his receivers have really good matchups.
Yep.
I think
Oh.
Ridley's going to have a huge week.
All right.
Ooh.
Huge week against those Eagles.
Huge.
Yeah. All right. And Pook. Final say on this matchup.
I'm just letting Zach know. Do you really trust Tyler's numbers?
Oh.
They're better than
That is true. When Tyler picked Zach, I felt a little bit better
I should
about
start
my
a
matchup
contest.
this week.
How
I
much
put
money
the
has that
over-under-
$1,800 horse
Alright.
won?
Okay,
On
all right.
like
We're not going to get into that right now. Moving on. All right, next matchup. We have Pook versus Ernie. I think this might be my favorite matchup of the week, as Ernie has been talking his shit, as well as some other people have been talking shit to Pook and his team.
Ooh.
Right now, it has Ernie as about a 3.5 point favorite, 110.6 to 114. So Ernie actually favored to win, but ESPN projections can be horrible at times. Pook has Trevor Lawrence against Houston. That's a great matchup for the rookie quarterback, but he is a rookie, so I don't know what really to expect. We'll find out though. As I don't believe Pook has any other quarterbacks on his team, so he'll be
Yikes.
definitely going with Lawrence.
Hit my DMs. Pook.
Alvin Kamara against Green Bay. It's Alvin Kamara, so he should do good. DeAndre Swift against the 49ers. Swift had some injury concerns, but it looks like it's been sorted out and he'll be fine. Keenan Allen against Washington. Deontay Johnson against Buffalo. Those are two decent defenses, but good wide receivers. Gesicki against New England. Chenault against Houston, so he's hoping for some touchdown passes from Lawrence to Chenault. And the Panthers defense against those shitty Jets, or
Oh.
possibly shitty Jets. And on Ernie's team, he has Aaron Rodgers against the Saints, Ezekiel Elliott tomorrow night against Tampa, so Ernie could get off to a good start with the running back, although Tampa has a good
Or
defense.
a bad start.
Yeah, or a bad start if they can't
Oh.
run the ball. David Montgomery against the Rams. Justin Jefferson against Cincinnati should be decent. Ayuk against the Lions, that shitty team. Kyle Pitts, the boy that Pook wants, against his Eagles. That could kill Pook if Pitts goes off for a huge first game against
Ooh.
the Eagles. We'll see. Hunt against the Chiefs and the Washington defense against Herbert and the Chargers. I don't particularly
Great
like
defense.
that for the defense. But, Ernie's got multiple defenses, so maybe he switches it up and goes with the Steelers against Buffalo. I doubt it, but he's kind of got two defenses, but
How
they
many
both have
kickers
tough
does he have?
matchups. He also, I believe, has two of those still, doesn't he? Yep, he has
He
Blankenship
does.
as well, and two tight ends as well. So
Oh
he,
my God,
he
what
could
is
do
his
some
bench?
switching on his team. We'll see.
Holy
But
crap.
let's see. Before I read Ernie's comments, I will predict. I am not one of those on the record that is doubting Pook's team like some others. I think Pook's team is still very decent. The quarterback is a big question mark, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, it was the number 1 overall pick in the draft for a reason. The only thing I'd worry about is that team around him is probably ass. But I think Lawrence could still have a good season. I don't know if it's good enough to carry him all the way through, but he does have some good players around it. So I am going to predict in the minor upset that Pook actually wins the first week and shuts up all the critics. All right, let's see. Looking at what Ernie sent me here, he said, for the show, I would like to say good luck to all my gaming acquaintances except for Pook, who has drafted the worst possible team I've ever seen. I am putting that trash-ass team ahead of my team, even when I drafted Gronk in the first on a bias that I didn't know what the fuck I was doing back then. Okay. He has no excuse except the fact that he is banking on the Jags, and he didn't even draft the best on the Jags team in Robinson. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Hashtag
Hey.
Pook the idiot. And it will be an honor to give me his first of many losses this year. All right. And he also said, fuck him since he's not my bookie as well. Okay.
Wow.
Interesting. All right.
Strong comments.
Yeah, all right. So let's see here. Zach, are you going to follow the Ernie train and with his comments about Pook's team, or who you picking?
I am all aboard.
All
train,
aboard the
Ernie.
train.
All
Okay.
aboard.
Uh-huh.
Pook's team, he did draft poorly, so hopefully he
Ooh.
doesn't take Hunter or Cheese out behind the shed like he's gonna do to our horse soon.
Okay.
But the biggest question mark is Ernie's bench. Like, what the heck is he doing with 2 defenses and 2 kickers and 2
He's
tight
hoarding.
ends on that bench? It's like a
Zach, what's gonna
Make-A-Wish
happen when
bench
you
down
need
there.
defense?
I think you just want some of those options dropped, so I think that's maybe why you're shitting on his
Cheese,
bench.
shut
but-
up. You sound like a freaking house.
Okay. All right, so you're picking Ernie. All right, Cheese. You going with Ernie or are you going with the Pook?
I really want to say Pook, but like the bottom half of his lineup is just not it.
Oh, okay.
Gesicki, Deontay Johnson, Chenault, lots of question marks.
Yeah, you're fucking retarded.
Hey!
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
Mike
so you're...
Gesicki though. Come on, Gesicki and Chenault.
Yeah, I
those are
agree
not...
with that.
Yep. Let's
Deontay's probably
spit it
good.
up.
And then
Come
Ernie, Ernie just looks better, but people can. I'm gonna pick Ernie, but I feel like it
Okay.
go either way.
All right, interesting. So 2 for Ernie so far. Slaps.
Cheese, get off that fence. It's going to Ernie.
Slaps.
I picked him.
I don't like anything below Keenan Allen on Pook's team.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god, you guys are actually retarded.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're
However,
taking Ernie
I
or
am
what?
a big fan of Ernie's team. I
Okay.
like Kyle Pitts. I wish
Oh.
I got Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
but
So join the club. A lot of people wanted Pitts.
I got him in BJ's and I drafted him fairly early in BJ's and I think he'll be amazing this year.
Alright, so
So
you're
yeah, I'm
taking
gonna go Ernie.
All right. I will. One thing that I did not say about Ernie's team is I do think this is the best team he's ever had in the years I've played fantasy with him. So I do.
Wow.
I do think that. Now the question is, will he fuck it up or will injuries happen? We'll find out. All right. Pussy, who's winning this matchup? Everyone's picked Ernie except me.
I have written kind of a script here. I sent Zach some
Oh my God, not
rankings
another
this
fucking
morning.
script. Jeez.
Jesus.
Can you
Christ.
hurry the fuck up?
I said Ernie's team is going to shit all over Pook. And then for Pook, I said, looking at Pook's team after a grueling 18 holes of golf while drafting, I was amazed at how shitty of a team Pook has. However, I
Okay.
will not be surprised
Yeah.
if Pook buys a minivan and gets himself back into the race.
Oh.
So he's gonna buy the Pete van from Pete, huh? Is that what you said?
Maybe not that van. That
Oh,
van's
okay.
pretty broken down
And old.
yeah.
All right, so you're taking Ernie then. I gotcha. All right, Zombie.
I think Pook's gonna win this. 'Cause,
Oh, okay.
Doesn't Zeke have, he's gonna miss his best lineman, and then they're
Yeah,
gonna
that
get
is
shit
news.
on tomorrow.
Okay.
Both his running backs have horrible matchups.
They do.
Tampa and the Rams.
Yep. That is true.
I'm gonna go with Pook. I'm gonna go with Quest squared.
Okay. All right. And Tyler.
If I were ever to pick a tie, this would be the matchup.
Wow.
But I'm
Pick a
not
tie.
Zach,
You're not okay.
so I have a slight
Come on,
edge.
Tyler.
there.
Come on.
However, if
Pick a
Pook were
tie.
to acquire Hurts off of me, I would be picking Pook. So I'll leave it at that.
I looked at that
okay.
offer and I was still contemplating it, but you canceled
Ooh.
it.
Oh.
Well, it was there for like 16 hours. I'm not just gonna
Oh.
leave it there.
Well, I had
so you can
work
like
for,
snipe
like-
it.
Well, you
if
might want to
I work
resend
from
it, Tyler,
home.
because it sounds like you might get a deal.
Or he can send
Okay.
it to me anytime he wants,
Okay.
and I'll accept it.
Interesting. Pook never moves that fast, Tyler. Come on. All right. And Pook, everyone's been shitting on your team. Any response on any of the accusations, as well as if you're going to beat Ernie?
I just want to say people are sleeping a lot on Deontay Johnson.
About the rest, the bottom half.
Oh yeah,
everyone keeps
Gesicki's
saying.
fucking dog shit. I agree with that.
Okay. Okay. All right. So are you beating Ernie, or is Ernie going to
Yeah, I'm
send you to
beating
0-1? Oh, you're beating him, huh? Okay.
Why would I not pick myself?
I don't know. I mean, you said the back end of your team is dog shit, or Gesicki's
Well, only
dog shit. so-
Gesicki's dog shit.
Moving on to the next matchup, we have the perfect team in Tyler versus the Luck of the Irish and Jack Pussy. Another pretty good matchup here, as Tyler is projected for 120 points. So the ESPN numbers are liking Tyler's draft numbers that everyone was joking around with during the draft. Pussy 115, so about a 5-point underdog right now. Tyler has the newly acquired Kyler Murray against Tennessee. Chase Edmonds against Tennessee, so he's hoping for some.
Wait, he's the whole Arizona team.
He does have a lot of Arizona.
Mhm.
Darrell
Got Rondale Moore
Henderson
on the bench.
against the Rams. DeAndre Hopkins against Tennessee, so he's hoping for Arizona to score a lot of points. Robert Woods against the Rams, so basically his whole team so far is
Against
the NFC
Bears.
West.
Henderson and Woods
Yeah.
against the Bears.
NFC West so far, the front half of his team. Darren Waller against Baltimore. Robbie Anderson against the Jets is a good matchup. And Jaguars against Houston. That's a great matchup for defense, even if the Jaguars' defense is ass. I don't expect Houston to do much this year at all. Looking at Pussy's side, Ryan Tannehill against the Cardinals. So this was the trade where Pussy sent Kyler Murray. So let's hope in week one, trading before week one, and especially trading to your opponent, that can always be dangerous. But we'll see what happens. Nick Chubb against the Chiefs, Derrick Henry against the Cardinals. So that Cardinals-Tennessee game has turned out to be a huge game for your guys' matchup. Robinson against the Rams, Cooper Kupp against Chicago, Dallas Goedert against Atlanta, Tyler Boyd against Minnesota, and the Colts defense against Seattle. That could be a little shaky. Yeah, this is a tough one. I actually am going to disagree with ESPN. I'm going to pick Pussy, although I don't particularly like his quarterback. I think his quarterback can do okay this week. But I like the rest of Pussy's team overall. And Tyler is banking on the Arizona and Rams players. And anytime you have a lot of players on one team, I don't like that, because if Arizona goes out and has a horrible game offensively and gets shut down, then half of Tyler's lineup is fucking fucked. So I'm gonna take Pussy in the week one win. Although Tyler's team, although his running backs are very skeptical, overall I don't think it's the worst team in the league. I think getting Kyler Murray was a boost for him, and I like some of his other matchups. But I'm gonna take Pussy. Zach.
If I was ever to pick a tie,
Oh my god, you already picked
You
one.
already did.
Between my two friends, I don't know who's.
Okay.
I think ESPN.
Yeah.
These projections have it a little off.
Okay.
Pusa has a clear advantage in the running backs.
Mhm.
Chubb is a little questionable. Henry is a guy who he won't catch any passes.
Yeah.
And then you got DeAndre Hopkins, aka Hail Mary Hopkins from last year. He's gonna continue his strong role
Mhm.
at offense. Anything could happen there. So I could see this being a 129.6 to 129.6 tie.
Okay,
between these
interesting.
two
Wow,
teams.
getting an exact point total as well.
Yep.
Nice, nice. All right, Cheese.
I'll give you $50 for that.
Oh,
$50.
all right.
Tyler, you better give me like $5,000. What?
Book
Come
it.
on, man.
Don't get greedy,
Well,
Zach. Just
$100.
take
It's better.
$50.
Zach,
Tyler,
better game.
Tyler,
$100.
I will
Listen,
bet-
Zach will lose it all.
I will
That
bet
is
you
true.
$1.
I will give you the equity in our horse to you.
So
In my
$7.
equity I have in our horse.
I want more because that's,
That's
not
like
a lot.
that's over 100.
I will bet you $1 if you give me $700 in
Okay.
return.
All right. Cheese.
Jesus.
We'll figure it out, Tyler. We'll figure
Okay.
it out.
I like Tyler's team for this week with the
Okay.
matchups,
Wow.
but I feel like it's more risky for the whole season because he has 3 players from one team
Yeah.
compared to people who next
I
stack
mean,
usually
if
have 2
Arizona scores a
players.
bunch of points, then chances are he's
Yeah,
getting
but
a lot of
because
points.
it's 3 players though, so one bad game and he
I
wins
know.
the whole week.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about Tyler's team. I think Chase Edmonds is actually not going to get nearly as many kind of runs as people are expecting him to. I think James Conner's actually gonna probably.
Yeah,
split
you're
quite a
right.
bit.
He's not gonna get a lot of runs. He's gonna catch
Okay.
a lot of passes.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
I think he is not going to get as many snaps as
Oh.
people are expecting, and I think James Conner is actually going to play a vital role in Arizona.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Pusa.
All right. Zombie.
I'm gonna go with Tyler. I think he's got the better matchup this week. I
Okay.
think Arizona, Tennessee is gonna be like 40-39.
All right. And Pook.
Oh, I'm going with Pusa just because Henderson's probably going to be the backup now.
All right.
What do you mean
There
now?
There was some talk about that Henderson.
Because they traded for Sony Michel.
Oh, you said
There's
now.
a reason.
There's
There's a reason that every time Henderson's had an opportunity, they've not given
I
it
do
to
agree with that, as we said before. All right, Tyler. So, there's been some doubters on your team so far this year before we even played a game. Are you going to start out 1-0 and beat Pussy, or are you going to take a loss?
Yeah, I think I'll win by double digits.
Double digits? Wow. Okay.
I mean, about the stacks on my team, you gotta.
Uh-huh.
Fantasy's not about playing it safe and going for that 5 seed and then maybe winning one round in the playoffs and not having to pay the trophy fee. You gotta play for the win.
Oh,
That's where all the money is. It's up
okay.
top.
All right, that is
Or
true.
second place.
That is true. The money is
Tyler,
at the top. The only thing I would say is you get into the playoffs, it's a 1 week thing. Anything can happen in that 1
A
week.
boom or
so,
bust. That's how you
Let's
want
take
it.
a look. Who does Arizona play? And
Okay. All right. So you're getting the double-digit win over Pussy. Pussy, any comment to Tyler? You've made a lot of comments about Tyler's team so far. And now he's saying he's going to beat your ass by double digits.
That's just simply not going to happen. And my rebuttal will be that drafting off of 2 mega formulas of data,
Uh-huh.
and myself being a major of data analytics,
Oh, nice.
will prove this
You went to college?
not a Tyler win.
Not a Tyler. So your college data analytics degree is telling
Program will
you
be better than
is
his
telling
2
you
mega
that his
formulas.
numbers are not right. Is that what you're
Correct.
saying?
They're-
I agree. I
they're
agree with
Can I-
what you're saying.
Okay.
They might be similar to Bill's numbers.
Oh, that's not a good comparison because we all know what happened with Bill's numbers last year. Yeah, I will say a lot of people have been comparing Bill and Tyler, Bill last year to Tyler this year. For Tyler's sake, hopefully it doesn't turn out that way, but we'll see who gets the win.
What was Bill's record last year?
It was
was
very
Don't
shit.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. It was
He
really
was
bad.
second.
It was very, very shit. And
Don't
he
push
was
it.
done
Bill's
from
asshole-
midway
Bill's
through the
asshole
season.
went from about from like a cutie orange to about, I would say, a watermelon.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
wow.
just
Okay.
say that him and
Okay.
Pete had a lot of alone time on the beach
Yeah.
early on.
Look,
Jesus
his team,
God.
Bill's team
There are
wasn't that
children.
bad at the beginning. He just traded him away.
Yeah, he got raped by Pete in the
Yeah,
van too
because
many
of his
times.
numbers.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next
Bill like
matchup.
trades for week-to-week matchups. That's what fucks him.
Yeah,
He doesn't think
he
long-term at
didn't.
all.
He did a lot of shit last year. All
Yeah, I
right,
think
moving on.
that's-
Speaking of Bill, we have Bill's bye-week shits versus AFC Richmond and Cheese. Right now, it has Cheese as about a 4-point victory, 120 to 116. Bill has Russell Wilson against the Colts, Joe Mixon against Minnesota, Mike Davis, $55 man against the Eagles. That could be decent. Devontae Adams against the Saints. Kenny Golladay against Denver. Ooh, tough defense, and I don't know about Golladay with his injury. George Kittle against the Lions is a great matchup. Kittle should feast in that game. Cortland Sutton against the Giants, and the Buccaneers defense tomorrow night against the Cowboys. Big opening night. On Cheese's side, he has Patrick Mahomes against Cleveland, Aaron Jones against the Saints, Chris Carson against the Colts, Stephon Diggs against Pittsburgh. Look at that first 4 on his team, pretty solid. DJ Moore against the Jets, TJ Hawkinson against the 49ers, so they got opposing tight ends in that game. And then Raheem Mostert against Detroit could be decent if Sermon doesn't steal any of the points. And the Rams against the Andy Dalton-led Chicago Trash. Should be good for the Rams defense. I really like Cheese's team this year. I think your team is a big improvement from last year draft-wise. And as long as none of your running backs get an injury right out the gate like last year, I think you are going to get this win, but I think it's going to be a close game. I think Bill's team is pretty solid as well. I just like some of your position players a little bit better than his at running back and wide receiver. So I will take Cheese in a close win. Zach, comments on this matchup?
Well, my boy Cheese does have Chris Carson.
Yes.
And my boy Bill does have the $55 man. But there is a big injury concern on Bill's team that he could have gotten rid of just hours ago.
Would that be Kenny Golladay? Or?
I will not say names. He did decline that very fair and in favor offer of him. So with that being said, I'm gonna go Cheese in a blowout.
Cheese in a blowout because Bill didn't accept your trade. Okay, got it.
Cheese in a blowout.
All right, Slaps.
Cheese.
Cheese, okay. Pussy?
It's gonna be a cutie to a watermelon type year again. I think AFC Richmond is going to turn it into a bout. I would say a peach.
You know all about that, don't you?
Okay. All right. So you're
Did
predicting
you do some size comparisons on yourself or something? That's how you know exactly like what size is what.
Yeah, Pussy. So Zach wants to know, what is the size of yours? But is it a watermelon or a cutie or an apple or what?
What is going on?
What are we talking about here?
Moving on.
Okay, moving on with Zombie.
For the second year in a row, I am bringing it back. I'm doing the Charles Barkley guarantee.
Yeah, but Charles Barkley's never right.
Okay. Who are you guaranteeing?
I want my guarantees to be tracked throughout the year to see how many times I hit.
Track my ties as well, please.
That will be easy to track. Zombie's guarantees will be a little harder.
There will be one guarantee per each fantasy show.
Okay.
For the, how many are there? 14?
I get a segment.
Just give us your
That's
guarantees,
what I'm
Zombie.
saying.
What is the
Jesus.
guarantee?
I guarantee my Mets depressed fan Cheese is gonna win this.
Okay. All right. So Cheese is getting the guarantee from Zombie. All right. Tyler.
I got Bill winning slightly.
Oh, okay.
I think Devontae Adams is going to have a huge week.
Yeah.
Mike Davis is underrated with a really good matchup.
Okay.
George Kittle is in a great spot.
Yep.
The rest of his team's solid. I think he'll win.
All right. Interesting.
Too bad
Poop.
one of them has an injury.
I think Cheese is going to get off to a great start. We're going to see Diggs put up 30, DJ Moore put up 20,
Wow.
Hawkinson put up 15,
Wow.
then 425 comes about. You see Marcus Davenport in the hole. He meets Aaron Jones and breaks his leg.
Oh, God.
Aaron Jones out for the year, and Cheese.
Yeah,
Bill will win.
that would be a lot like last year if that happened.
Bill will win.
That would be a sight to see.
Oh, okay. Just, I mean, if only someone had A.J. Dillon to ease those concerns.
If only I had another starting running back in my flex position.
Yeah. Oh, that is true. Yeah, Mostert. That is true. Good comeback there to Cheese. All right, Cheese. Barring the
that'll matter in
Aaron
the future.
Jones injury of Pook, wishing that on you, which is bad karma. Let's say that doesn't happen. Are you getting the win this week against Bill?
I think I'm getting the win, but
Okay.
as always, I have a lot of injury-prone people on my team. So
Okay.
that's the
You gotta
downside.
watch that
You
hip
really
for
do.
Chris Carson, right?
I
Pussy?
got Carson, Mostert,
Yep.
That hip, he's got hip problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mahomes just gonna pop up for like 5 touchdowns every
Penny.
week, so it's
Wow.
fine.
Penny's injury
Okay.
prep too.
All right.
Mahomes just flicks his wrist and it's a touchdown. It's all good.
Yeah, okay. All right. Let's see. Bill's comments, since we were on his matchup. He said, another long list. Dear bestest lad, Mr. Slaps. I hope we can come to a trade agreement for your awesome team soon. It's too bad you pussied out on a whose team would score more this week.
Sounds familiar.
It happens to everyone who's an expert in the sport that isn't even played in your own fucking country. And now your stinky cheese. And now for stinky cheese, your team is improved, and you'll probably make the playoffs. But this week is an L for you. Just don't blow your team up. Lastly, if BJ's had a weekly show, I'd tell Kim Power something rude, like choke on a dick or eat a bag of dicks. But either way, this win is for Chubb. See you bitches next week.
What the fuck was
Okay.
that?
All right, so Bill is giving you the loss according to Bill. Moving on to the next matchup, we have public enemy number 1, MIA Matt Thomas, against Hunter, his bestest bud. In a close matchup, according to ESPN, 118 to 119. Matt has the savior Lamar Jackson because he actually drafted a quarterback before he drafted Cam Newton, and thank God he did that, considering Cam Newton's out of a job. Against the Raiders should be a very good matchup for Lamar. Austin Eckler, who has come on to the injury report and not practiced against Washington. A tough defense plus injury concern. That's turned into a little bit of a yikes. He's got Antonio Gibson, though, as well in that game against the Chargers. Mike Evans tomorrow night against the Cowboys, so he'll be hoping to get off to a good start. He's got Amari Cooper as well on the other side tomorrow night in that game, so that game's a huge game for Matt. Jonnu Smith against Miami. Michael Pittman in his flex against Seattle. And the Patriots defense against Miami. On Hunter's side, he has Dak Prescott tomorrow night. So that game tomorrow night is a huge game for this matchup against Tampa. Prescott hoping to bounce back off that horrible injury. Najee Harris, the rookie against Buffalo, could be a tough first matchup for him, but he should be decent. Miles Sanders against Atlanta. Tyreek Hill against Cleveland. Chris Godwin against the Cowboys, so another player in tomorrow night. Noah Fant against the Giants, and T. Higgins against Minnesota, and the Broncos defense against the Giants. This is a close one. I mean, honestly, whoever gets off to the better start tomorrow might actually win this matchup. I tend to like Hunter's team a little bit more, but I think for this week, I think Matt will get the win. I think Lamar Jackson will go off in the first week. I like Gibson a lot. If Eckler plays, then obviously that's a big boost for him. But I even think his wide receivers tomorrow could get off to a sneaky good start. So I'm going to take Matt this week, but I do like Hunter's team compared to the previous years. Hopefully he pays attention throughout the season and keeps improving it and keeps looking at it. But time will tell on that. But I'm going to take Matt in week 1. Zach?
Hunter actually shows up. I think he could win this thing in a landslide.
Okay.
So I'm going Hunter if he actually pays attention and shows up.
Okay. They don't have Chris Godwin marked, but I think he had some type of injury this week, but apparently he's not questionable. So apparently he's all right.
He practiced.
Yeah, he practiced, so he's okay to go. All right, so you're taking that. All right, Cheese.
Okay, so I like. Let's see. I actually really like Matt's team, but I feel like with the Eckler's not going to do much this week. They're not going to want to, end the season in week 1.
Okay.
They're going to play pretty safe. But I
Who's
also
he
really
have
like
on the bench?
Hunter's team.
He's got Javonte Williams and
like-
Sony Michel. I mean, he could always plug in Sony Michel.
I feel like
so.
Dak could really pop off.
Sony Michel.
Tyreek. The only thing I really... T. Higgins I really like too. No offense. But I feel like Hunter's going to take it this week.
Okay. Slaps.
I want to say Matt, but I don't like some of the players that are playing. I think Austin Eckler's gonna. That's a bit of a concern, and I'm not a fan of Mike Evans. I had him last year, wasn't impressed. Don't think he'll have a great year.
Cowboys
Mike
defense. though.
Evans.
I still think there'll be more targets towards Brown this year. With Brown having a
of
year under his
course.
belt now with Tampa Bay, I think we'll see a lot more from him. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Hunter on this.
Okay. Pussy.
I'm gonna keep mine simple. I like the under tomorrow.
Okay, so
in
you're not
the
predicting much
Cowboys
offense?
in the Bucks.
Okay, so who does that benefit more then?
I would say Matt because he has 2 better running backs. So I'm gonna pick Matt just off that. Sorry, Hunter.
Zombie?
Matt was starting Cam. I would choose Matt, but because he's not, I gotta go Hunter.
Okay. All right, he still has him on the bench. You never know. He could throw him in there. All right,
Jesus
Tyler.
I got no strong feelings either way, so I'm just gonna pick Hunter, and I don't really have a reason.
Okay, all right, interesting. I'm surprised you didn't go with a tie there. Pook.
I honestly think that Hunter could make the championship if he doesn't fuck his team
Wow.
up
Okay.
or doesn't have injury issues.
The championship.
Strong statement. Can
Not
make
even
the
the playoffs?
championship. Wow.
Yeah, championship.
Oh,
I like
You
a
versus
lot of
Hunter, you versus
players.
Hunter
I
in the
like
championship? Is that your
I like
prediction?
Harris. I like Hill. I like Higgins.
Nice.
I like Fan. I like the Denver D.
Okay.
You just can't get fucked by injuries or get fucking raped by zombie again.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
So he's
Okay,
gonna
If
win.
only
I
he actually
mean,
shows
there is
up,
Hill
maybe
on
he'll
his
miss it.
team, so you never know. Zombie will come lurking at some point for Tyreek Hills.
First week.
Yeah. All right. Well, Hunter didn't send me any comments. I know that surprises everyone here, but Matt did. He didn't really. Oh, yeah, he did say one little thing about the matchup, but his biggest thing was about Cam Newton, of course. He
Okay.
said no Cam, no playoffs, unless he pulls a masterclass on the bench in coaching. Then he tried to debate with me about Cam Newton, which I'm not going to read all that because that was just a bunch of aides back and forth. He said, every year Cam's in my lineup, regardless of how he plays, I make the playoffs. I will be a team that's knocking, or I will be waiting when a team comes knocking when their quarterback is ass or injured. So Cam hasn't even signed for a team yet, and he's already throwing out quarterback Lamar on the block, I guess. So I guess you guys can hit him up for Lamar. All right, moving on to the final matchup of the week. It's another big one. Saquon UC in slaps against the 3P is inevitable Zombie. Right now, a 10-point lead according to ESPN for
Jesus.
Zombie, 124 to 114. The biggest difference, I believe, in margin of the week is in this matchup.
Jesus.
That doesn't mean much, though, because ESPN projections
Means
are
everything.
ass. Slaps has Justin Herb Goat against Washington. Tough defense,
best player.
but everyone loves Herbert. Saquon Barkley against Denver,
Yikes.
a tough matchup
Yikes.
week one, and there's some question marks surrounding Barkley and how fit he is and ready to go. So we'll see what type of load management he gets. Plus, he's facing a tough defense. Jonathan Taylor against Seattle. Tyler Lockett against the Colts. Julio Jones with no question mark next to him, so you'll love to see that against the Cardinals. Just give it time, though. I'm sure by second quarter he'll have a question mark next to his name. Mark Andrews against the Raiders. Jerry Jeudy against the Giants should be a very good matchup and solid player there. And the 49ers against the Lions also could be a very good matchup for him on the defense. Zombies team, he has Tom Brady tomorrow night against those Cowboys. And that horrible defense from last year, we'll see if they do any better this year and can stop Tom Brady. I doubt it. Dalvin Cook against Cincinnati, pretty good matchup there. Josh Jacobs against Baltimore, could be a little iffy. A.J. Brown against the Cardinals. Odell Beckham against the Chiefs. Travis Kelce against Cleveland. And Jamar Chase against Minnesota, the rookie. And the Chargers defense against Washington. Yeah, so those are the teams. I like some of Slap's players. I like Andrews. I like Jeudy. I like Herbert. I even think Barkley will be all right. I just don't like the matchups for some of the running backs at the beginning. Going up against Denver is tough, especially if you're injured. I think Zombie's team is a quarterback away from being one of the best teams in the league. But I am going to take Zombie, but I do think it will be closer than a 10-point deficit like ESPN is saying. I think it will still be a close game. Zach.
Blowout Zombie.
Blowout Zombie. Okay, interesting. Jeez.
It's one of my favorite matchups of this week because Zombie's got a lot of cues, right?
He does have a lot of
questionables.
cues. Yeah.
I also don't like Odell that much.
Okay.
And then Slaps has Mark Andrews got that contract, so we'll see if he actually does anything.
Okay.
Uh,
He's still
and
going to perform.
and
Listen,
Lamar just
the-
hog the ball and
Okay.
run it every play.
Yeah,
I like
now he
Jerry
needs his
Jeudy.
contract.
I like Jerry Jeudy. I don't really like Lockett though, or Julio. I don't really like his wide receiver, so I'll go with Zombie.
So you're going with Zombie, okay. Pussy. Okay.
I'm gonna take
Jesus Christ.
Zombie.
Zombie, all right. Tyler?
Yeah, I got Zombie by like 20.
20, wow. Okay.
Better team, better
Jesus.
matchups versus a team with worse players and worse matchups.
Wow.
Not gonna be close.
He's gonna bend
Okay.
over and take it.
Interesting. Let's see. Zombie, you gonna start 1-0 on your three-peat run, or what?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna beat Slaps, and it's not gonna be close.
Okay.
Slaps could have made it close,
Mhm.
but this past week has taught me that Slaps is very stingy, and he's probably gonna have the same
Wow.
team all year. Because he's
Okay.
had
I mean, he did make a trade.
he's had
already
offers
this year.
to improve his team, but
Oh,
he's not
sure.
wanting to do them.
Yeah, I'm sure he has. Okay. All right. Slaps. You have had the most panic so far out of everyone in the group chat so far about your team. A little concerned about it, but are you gonna somehow pull off this upset week 1?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Okay. Really, you're gonna do
Nah,
the mad approach?
I'm kidding. I'm
Okay.
kidding. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to pick yourself if you really aren't feeling that confident.
I mean, I'm still gonna pick myself. I
Okay.
mean, however, it does come with a lack of confidence. Yes.
Okay.
That's worse than me picking a tie.
Wow.
Yeah. My team's shit just now.
Really? Wow. I wouldn't go that far. But
Well,
sounds like some people in
Slaps.
the DMs are getting
Slaps.
you're
you know what?
hitting
You know
them
what?
my
You know
down.
what?
office.
Right. Do you
Yeah.
know
Step
what?
into my office.
It's a team where people have made me panic. People have made me panic,
Step into
thinking
my
that it's
office,
shit.
Slaps.
And I don't
Yeah.
think it will be shit. I think week 1 has the potential for it to be shit.
Okay.
Slaps
Okay.
my
Sell,
office.
sell.
So
Sell,
basically, what you're
Slaps.
saying is, even if it's shit
Sell,
week
sell.
1, you're not gonna blow it all up. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't intend to blow
Okay.
it up.
Well,
Sell,
I'm
sell,
glad to
sell.
hear that.
You know,
30
you
and
know,
close
you
it
know
up
how
Tuesday
Matt
morning.
said I'm gonna, or Ernie said I'm gonna blow up.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to. It's gonna be
However,
It's gonna be
Slaps.
Slaps, okay.
I can assure you, if I beat Zombie
Yes.
this week, being the only person that has picked me,
Okay.
and if Justin Herbert is the player that has done it to beat Zombie,
Uh-huh.
I will laugh in everybody's face, and it will be
Nice.
brilliant.
I like to hear.
My
Oh
pick.
yeah, go ahead, Poop.
I'm picking a tie.
Okay. A tie, really.
Zombie
Okay.
has such bad players.
Wow. Bad
What?
players.
Whoa.
Okay.
Jacobs and Chase
Zombie,
are
any
so
response to Pook
bad.
saying your team is bad?
Listen, Pook's tried all week to get to trade with me, so
Uh-huh.
No,
that should
I'm
tell.
not even. I'm just talking about Josh Jacobs and Jamar Chase. Both are
Okay.
bad.
All right, but well, I got your boy Waddle. You said you really
Start
want.
him.
Okay. I'm going to make some predictions real fast. So starting out, we are going to predict the teams that will make the playoffs in the NFL season, 1 through 7 seeds on the AFC and NFC. How this will work is you will make these predictions now, and then at the midway point of the season, we will look back on these predictions, and you will get one revision where you can throw out one team that is having a horrible start and you don't know what you were thinking picking them to make the playoffs. You will also get to readjust the seeds on any of the other teams that you have in it. The person at the end of the year with the most correct predictions will win a cash money prize for picking the most right. So looking real quickly at my predictions, I already made mine. I have the Chiefs being the number 1 seed, the Bills being the 2nd seed. I have the Titans with the 3rd seed. I think Tennessee will be a little improved. Ravens at the 4 seed. I still think they find a way to win that division, although it'll be close. Colts at the 5 seed. Browns 6 seed, although I hate the Browns. I have to admit they are talented, so I bet they make the playoffs. And the Dolphins, I think, sneak in there as the 7th seed. NFC, I have a surprise team at number 1. I'm not going Tampa. I think they have a minor setback this year. I have the Rams being the number 1 seed. Tampa 2 seed. Packers 3 seed. Redskins 4 seed. Seahawks 5 seed. Vikings and Kirk Cousins, I think they get back into the playoffs. And the Cowgirls, if Dak stays healthy, I think they could sneak into the playoffs. Looking at who Bill gave me, he gave me Chiefs 1, Bills 2, Ravens 3, Titans 4, Browns 5, Patriots 6, a Patriots sighting in there with Mac Jones, and Dolphins 7, Tampa 1, Packers 2, Arizona 3, winning that division, interesting, Cowboys 4, Saints 5, Seahawks 6, and Rams 7, so 3 teams from the NFC West. Matt has Chiefs 1, Bills 2, Browns with winning that division. Titans 4, Ravens 5, Colts 6, Patriots 7, and Tampa, Packers, Rams, Redskins, Vikings, Saints, and Cowboys in the NFC pretty standard besides the Vikings. Ernie sent me his. He said Bills are the number 1 seed, Chiefs 2, Titans 3, Steelers win that division at 4, Ravens 5, Chargers 6, Browns 7, and then Packers 1, Tampa 2, Cowboys 3, Rams 4, Vikings, Seahawks, and the Bears. Tyler's Bears sneak into the playoffs with the 7th seed. Interesting. I believe he said Bears, why not? Fuck it. This is when he sent me that last night.
That division.
Okay.
I almost did 3 teams from the AFC as well. It was between the Colts and the Browns, but
interesting. I did forget to point out one thing. Ernie fucking has the Cowboys as a 3 seed in the NFC. I thought he was a fucking Eagles fan. Once again, proving he's fucking not an Eagles.
Wait, does he have the Eagles in the playoffs?
No, he doesn't have the fucking Eagles. But the Bears in the fucking
what is he
FFF. All right, Pook, on to yours. All right, well I'll just read it and I'll change it then. Pook says Chiefs number 1, Bills 2, Browns 3.
Whoa,
Browns 3. Titans 4, Ravens 5, Chargers 6, and Colts 7. NFC's got the Bucks, Packers, Rams.
Can you type it, please?
Redskins, Seahawks, Cardinals, and Vikings. No, to save some time, I'll type it later. All
we
right,
cannot save time. What is your problem?
What do you mean?
What are we doing now?
What is it? 6 and 7.
Vikings, Cowboys. Okay, interesting. All right, Zombie.
Dallas Cowgirls.
Wow.
Why is everyone picking the Cowboys?
Because that division
power
ass.
of Dak. Yeah, it is Dak.
Dak.
That division's ass.
How is it?
Top
How's
5
it
quarterbacks.
ass?
The power.
The guy is gonna
5?
go out there and break his ankle in the first play again. The guy is not good. He's got Amari Travis Cooper, who's always hurt. He's got Ezekiel Fat Ass Elliott, who's always eating. And then he's got a rookie CD Lamb. The guy's the lamb.
Whoa!
He's a freaking sheep. He gets eaten by
Oh,
lions.
that lamb's popping
Guy's
off
trash.
tomorrow night.
And
so.
then on my Washington football team, we got a proven winner in Ryan Fitzpatrick.
All right.
We got
Let's Zombie
Terry
finish.
McLaurin, the freaking
Zach, we don't need a
coolest
whole
name in the
recap of the
NFC.
teams.
And you also
He's
got
gonna waste time,
Player of the Year,
remember?
Young.
Zach,
from Ohio
we'll be
State
fine.
football
We still have to do the
Zach,
predictions
this
for
is getting
fantasy.
edited out of the
Relax.
video. Calm down.
All right, Zombie, go ahead. Have a bounce back here. All right, Tyler, did your numbers get you prepared for this? What are your numbers? Interesting. Okay.
Wow, not your Cardinals, that you have so many Cardinals on your
Okay.
team?
Whoa,
That is
versus
interesting.
Bears?
I'm be
All
losing.
right,
Did
Chiefs.
you choose the Bears?
All right, we got the Chiefs.
Wow, that one is interesting. I like it.
No Cowboys, no football.
that's-
Am I even on this
Can
fucking
4
list
teams
here?
from one division make the
Yeah,
playoffs?
you are.
Technically,
Huh?
Why not? If
he
they're
has
better
all
than the
4
other teams.
NFC West.
I mean,
teams.
it's
Yeah.
possible.
I mean, they play each other and give each other.
Yeah,
Moving
yeah,
on,
but
moving
it's
on,
possible.
moving on,
Okay,
moving
just
on.
let's move on.
All right,
Good
Hunter's
list.
not here,
He doesn't
so we'll
have a
skip
list.
him, and he didn't send me his things. Pussy.
You're telling me the Washington football team is not making the playoffs?
That's it. All right, those
Over-
were some
over the
interesting picks. We have a
49ers and the
few different ones.
Cowboys.
We'll see mid-season how they're looking, and we'll get to decide and change them up then. Final thing before Zach's segment, we are going to do playoff predictions. My playoff predictions with the seeds, I'm going to have Zombie as the 1 seed once again. I don't know if he'll actually win the 3-peat, but I think he's going to right now get the 1 seed. I'm sure he'll make some trades. I'm going to pick myself as the 2 seed. I like my team.
5.
3 seed, Pussy. I like Pussy's team after the trades. 4 seed, Cheese. I think Cheese gets into the playoffs, and I think he does pretty well with the 4 seed. Zach at 5. I think Ernie gets himself into the playoffs as well as a 6 seed. And I'm not going to throw Pook out of the playoffs because I think his team is still good enough to make the playoffs. And I just believe some of those players that he has will make it. What's that, Zach?
No Craig, no Matt.
No, I had to leave them out. I mean, I like that Matt took Lamar Jackson, but I can't put Slaps in the playoffs when he's fucking panicking before week 1 about his own team. Like, come on now.
Wait, so all we
No,
have to go
Bill?
off is like what?
Hey,
All you have to go off is what
Sorry,
the
I'll be right
teams
back.
are currently. That's all you
No,
have to go off.
Tyler?
Oh my god. There's
Like I
so
said,
many
you will
trades
get
in
a
this fucking
revision
league.
midway through the season. So, Zach, start it off. Who are you putting?
Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna put. Let's go our boy Cheese, number 1.
Oh.
Jeez, with the
Yep,
number
no
one
way he
seed.
trades away this game.
Wow. Okay, that's bold. All right.
Are you gonna type it out or what?
No, I'm writing these ones down. Go ahead.
No, come on, type it out.
Just go ahead. Shut up.
Come on, I just want.
How much? Go ahead.
Who is this? This guess is taking a while.
All right, Cheese 1, Zombie 2,
Okay.
Zach 3,
Okay.
Golfer 4, Tyler 5,
Okay.
Pusa 6,
Okay. And the final seed. Somebody's getting left off.
Ernie 7.
Ernie. Wow, you went with your boy. Wow, no Pook
So
in the
who am I?
playoffs.
No, yep,
No
no.
Pook
none
and
of
no
him.
slaps.
No Bill, no slaps.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Cheese.
Yikes.
Alright, I got Zombie at 1.
Okay.
Now I got myself at 2.
Nice. I like it. Okay.
I'm gonna take my time here. I am. At 3 we have. I want to go with. I don't. I'll go with Zach at 3.
Zach at 3. Wow. Okay.
At 4 we're gonna go with Pusa. Then Golfer at 5. And then I want to put Tyler at 6.
Wow. Okay.
And with the final seed, it's going to be Hunter.
Hunter. Wow.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's a good
alright,
one.
So Ernie's left out. Pook's left out once again. Wow.
Wait, so how many of these can you change in the middle of the season?
This one you'll get to change 2.
You can change the order and
Who?
just
You'll
remove
get
2
to change the order. Yes.
and remove 2.
Yes, if you want. Yes.
Okay.
All right, Slaps.
Hey, I am gonna go with Cheese at 1.
Oh,
Cheese again at 1. Wow.
popular.
Everybody is loving Cheese team.
Hello?
Zombie
Hello?
at 2.
Okay.
Gonna go Zach at 3.
Hey.
Wow. Okay.
Golfer at 4.
Oh.
Okay. Still haven't heard your name yet. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Ernie at
Tough.
5.
Ernie. Wow.
Oh, my boy. Right?
Okay.
Me at 6.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Shut up, son.
And then I'm gonna go with. Who's at 7?
Wow.
Wow.
Tyler, no
Wait, so
Pook
who's-
again.
No Tyler?
Tyler, no Pook. Interesting. Okay, Pussy.
In the 1 seed, I
Yes.
have Cheese just because he's pro-vaccination.
Wow. 3 people have put Cheese as the 1 seed. I did not expect that. Okay.
2 seed will be me.
Lol.
Okay.
The 3 seed will be my friend.
Hey.
Which
No.
friend? You have
No.
Ernie, you have Zach.
My friend Zach.
Okay.
The 4 seed will be my friend Ernie.
Okay.
The 5 seed will be Matt.
Wow. Matt sighting. Okay. First one.
The 6 seed will be Golfer.
Okay.
And the
that
7
the-
seed, he's going to have a shot at a 3-peat.
I was going to say,
All the
there's
way-
no way you leave Zombie out of the playoffs.
And
Wait, is
No
he the only
Pook
missing
once
the
again.
playoffs
No
at
Pook once
spot
again.
number
The
8.
shots are being
Is he the
fired
only one to
by
put Matt in the
Pook.
playoffs right there?
He is. He's the first one. Yes.
And nobody has put our boy Pook Potters in the playoffs?
Nobody has yet. All right, Zombie.
Alright.
Wait, that's not true. I put Pook in the playoffs. Just remember that.
Oh.
Okay.
I am gonna put myself first.
Of course.
I think I am the Lakers of this league.
Okay. So you're old and outdated?
Whoa. Whoa.
Anyways, go ahead.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
More like, yeah, on our way to
So
becoming
yeah,
champion
Mickey
again.
Mouse champion.
Whoa.
Okay.
Alright, anyways. Who I think is the Nets of this league, my competitor.
Okay.
I would say, looking at these teams, I think I'm gonna say it's the Mets boy.
Jeez. Wow. Everyone giving Cheese high praise. Okay.
And then I got Golfer at 3.
Okay.
I got let me see. I got Pusa at 4.
Okay. Still haven't heard certain someone.
Poor guy.
I got Hunter at 5.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa. Some people
Okay.
are putting Hunter in the playoffs above me.
Okay.
That's mind blowing right now.
I got.
I mean, it's above you right now. So
Whoa, we didn't say me.
he has not said you yet.
I got. At 6, I got Tyler.
Okay. And 7.
Jesus, this is fucking terrible.
And 7, I got.
Don't say slaps or I'm gonna flip you.
Somebody's
yeah.
getting. A couple people are getting left out here.
Are these
I got-
Bills numbers?
I got my good friend Pook.
Wow. So Zach
This
misses the
list is
playoffs
so
and Pook
bad.
gets in. Wow.
This is the
Interesting.
worst one all night.
All right,
This
Tyler.
is the worst one all night.
I have myself as number 1. obviously.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Why
You guys want to take
A lot
back
of people
anything you
think my
said.
team is bad.
Oh my God, number 1. Okay.
We
Well, like
fucking
you,
knew
like
you
you
were
said,
fucking
Tyler,
Peter
it's
Pan
it's
land.
all or
Jesus
it's
Christ,
all
this
or
isn't
nothing,
fucking
Tyler.
Hogwarts.
Right? It's all or
We
nothing.
went from
You
bad
gotta play for
to worse.
Yeah, it's all or nothing. All right.
I got
number
Zombie as number
Jesus
2.
Christ.
2. Okay.
I got everyone's favorite player, Bill, at number 3.
Wow, Bill sighting.
Bill.
Hasn't been too many of
Jesus.
Put
those.
Bill in the playoffs?
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Zach is number 4.
Oh, okay.
Hey, my friend.
Golfer 5.
Okay.
Matt 6.
Okay.
And
That's like putting
Pook
the
7.
Patriots in there.
Pook 7. Okay. All right. Interesting. Pook, am I reading what you sent me or are you gonna say?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what Pook said here. Let me find it. He said the number 1 seed. Wow, this is shocking. Pussy at 1. Pussy at 1. At 2, Zombie. Wow, still hasn't put himself. At 3, he has Hunter. Hunter with another appearance. Then at 4, he has Pook. At 5, he has me. At 6, he has Zach. And the
Wait, who is
final. This is Pook's. And the final seed he has is Tyler.
Who do you have at number 1?
Huh?
Who do you have at 1?
Who do you have a 1?
Pussy.
What?
All right. Now moving on to the people that DM'd me. Let's get Bill's.
Let's get Bill's numbers.
Who's Snickers? Is that Pusa?
No, that's Slaps.
Oh God.
Wait, why is your name
He
Snickers?
says, and he didn't clarify if this is in order, but I'm just gonna go with it because it makes sense. Number 1, he has himself. I really hope these weren't in order. Number 2, he has Cheese. 3, Zombie. 4, Zach. 5, Hunter. 6, me. And 7 is Pussy. So we have one person saying Pussy's number 1, and we have one person saying Pussy is 7. Interesting. Who else? Matt. Matt has said Oh,
I
this
wonder
is
if I'm on this
okay.
list.
Okay, I'm telling you right now. Number one, he did this for a specific reason. He has Pook at number one. After all week, you've been going back and forth with him about a shit team. He puts you at number one. That's Matt for you right there. Number two, he has Zombie. 3, he has Bill. 4, me. 5, Ernie. 6, Cheese. And anybody guess at number 7 who he has? You'll never believe it.
Me.
He does not have Zach. He has Hunter. There's no shot he's putting you in the top 7, Zach. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Okay. So Zach is out in that one and Slavs is out. And the final person, our boy Ernie. He sent me this one first because he said, this is easy telling you who's going to make the playoffs. He was that confident in this. Number 1, Zombie. 2, Pussy. 3, he has Matt. 4, he has Hunter. And in quotation marks, he put, if he doesn't trade, which he'll probably be MIA, so he probably won't trade. 5, he has the racist, in quotation marks. Don't act dumb, you know who you are, so me. 6, he has me, Goat. And 7, Zach, you think he put you in it?
If he didn't, I'll be changing my lineup.
He did put you at 7.
Wow, 7.
He put you at 7, and he put himself at 6. It's pretty honest, I think, by him right there. I think
He
that was
put
an
Hunter
honest-
above both of us.
He did. He put Hunter at 4
Jesus.
and Matt at 3. Interesting.
3.
Interesting. So, I mean, obviously there's a bunch of people that left Pook out in the beginning, including Ernie. A lot of people have Slaps out right now. I think that's just because Slaps is so down on his team that everyone else is following suit. But interesting. So we will see how those work midway through the season.